The day started in Tokyo with a metro ride. Smooth, quiet, and of course accompanied by those little station melodies that make every stop feel like a soundtrack moment.
We're going to Mount Fuji now. We're looking to our tour guide. We are now in Tokyo Station. And did you see the police there? We are here now at the police station. I will call the tour guide.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Finding our tour guide, though, that was a bit more adventurous. Even with Japanese skills in the group, it took some wandering, a few confused looks, and plenty of polite smiles before we finally found the right person. Once we were together, everything fell into place. We boarded the bus, left the city behind, and headed toward Mount Fuji, excitement slowly building as Tokyo faded and the landscape opened up. Next stop, the Maple Leaf Corridor. The moment we arrived, it felt like autumn in Japan had turned the saturation all the way up. Reds, oranges, and gold everywhere. The kind of place where you slow down automatically and just take it all in. After wandering through the Maple Corridor, basically Japan's ultimate autumn catwalk, we stumbled upon this stone gate. Now, I'm not saying it's a portal to another realm, but the moment you walk through, the whole vibe suddenly shifts from tourist festival to peaceful ancient side quest. Behind the gate is this quiet little path lined with maple trees, whispering away in the breeze. And honestly, it felt like the park's backstage area, the place the leaves go to relax after being fabulous all day. It's shaded, calm, and way less crowded, so you can actually hear the river, the rustling branches, and your own thoughts for once. Plus, from some angles, you even get that clean Fuji shot framed by the trees. Japan really doesn't play around with aesthetics. After the Maple Leaf Corridor, we headed to the famous Arakura Fuji Sengen Shrine. From there, we made our way uphill, step by step, until we reached the top, and finally got to enjoy that iconic view of Mount Fuji in all its glory. Our day started early at Tokyo Station, where our tour group met up and boarded a big, comfortable bus, the kind with bright seats and way more legroom than you expect at 8 in the morning. Everyone settled in, half awake, half excited, and soon we were rolling out of Tokyo and heading toward the countryside. As the city slipped behind us, the scenery slowly turned into open fields, rivers, and those quiet little towns you only see when you leave the urban bubble. After a while, the bus pulled into a small, rural train station. Nothing fancy, just peaceful and calm, like Japan giving us a soft good morning handshake. This was the starting point of the Watarase Railway. When the train arrived, it had this retro charm, colorful, friendly, the kind of train that doesn't rush through life but invites you to look out the window. And we did exactly that. The Watarase ride was all about slow travel, rolling through valleys, crossing rivers, passing tiny villages where one or two people waved at the train like it was the highlight of their afternoon. The trees, the cliffs, the calm, everything felt like a little postcard sliding past the window. At the last station, we hopped off and switched back to the bus for the next part of the journey, the waterfall. And not just any waterfall, Kegon Falls. Kegon Falls. When we arrived, you could already hear the sound of the water echoing through the canyon. And then you see it, a massive drop straight through volcanic rock, mist rising, the whole scene framed by mountains. It's one of those places where nature just flexes a little bit. After soaking in the view and trying not to get our cameras soaked, we made our way back toward Tokyo. And that's when the evening adventure began, finding dinner. We wandered through the city until we finally found a place downstairs, a cozy little basement restaurant with warm lights, sizzling grills, and an all-you-can-eat menu that immediately raised everyone's mood. We sat down, ordered way too much food, and slowly grilled our dinner like professionals. That mix of flavors, the atmosphere, the tired but happy mood, it was the perfect ending to a long day. After that, we headed back to the hotel, full, peaceful, and ready for whatever the next day in Japan would bring. Sensoji, Asakusa, our walk from lanterns to koi, and the best bread. The entrance plus the shopping street vibe. We started where Asakusa basically announces itself, under the Kaminarimon, Thunder Gate, with that giant red lantern that somehow makes everyone stop and grin. From there, the path naturally pulls you forward into Nakamise Dori, the famous shopping street that runs straight toward the temple, packed with little stalls selling souvenirs, traditional snacks, and all the "okay, fine, I'll buy it" kind of things. Officially, it's about 250 meters from the Kaminarimon up toward the next big gate, so it's short, but it never feels quick because there's always one more snack to try and one more shop to peek into. At the end of the stretch, you pass through Hozomon Gate, the second dramatic welcome before the temple grounds open up. Once you step into the main grounds, everything changes. The noise softens, the space widens, and Sensoji feels properly timeless. The main hall, Kannon-do, is the heart of it all, dedicated to Kannon, And even with crowds around, there's still that quiet, respectful atmosphere that makes you automatically lower your voice. Right nearby, almost like a side chapter to the same story, there's Asakusa Shrine, Asakusa Jinja, a Shinto shrine sitting next to Sensoji's Buddhist world. It's one of those spots people sometimes miss because they're so focused on the big temple buildings, but it's absolutely worth drifting over for a few calmer minutes. And tucked in that area is the smaller Hikan Inari Shrine, the kind of place that feels like a secret even though it's right there, smaller, more intimate, and easy to fall into a reflective mood. Then came one of my favorite moments, the little waterway/pond area with koi gliding around like they own the place, because honestly, they do. There's a garden right beside the temple complex called Demboin Garden, known for its pond features and koi. Normally, it's only open to the public for limited periods, which makes it feel extra hidden gem when you catch it at the right time. And yes, that one koi, the one with the weirdly human-looking face. Every group has a main character, and apparently koi do too. To wrap it up, we wandered onto Demboin Dori/Dempoin Dori, a quieter, more atmospheric pedestrian street near Sensoji, often described as a calmer connector off the main temple approaches, right by the Demboin area. This is where the stroll turns into a slow meander, pretty storefronts, that old Tokyo mood, and, in your case, perfectly, the feeling of walking down a lane where the ground underfoot is wooden and everything looks a bit more handcrafted and local. And then, bread. If what you mean is the famous Asakusa bakery that people obsess over for simple, perfect loaves, the best match is Bakery Pelican, since 1945, legendary for keeping it minimal, basically shokupan, white bread, and rolls, and doing it unbelievably well. Later that day, the atmosphere changed completely. We joined a guided walk through Shibuya Crossing and the surrounding streets, stepping straight into one of Tokyo's most iconic scenes. Where the morning had been calm and reflective, Shibuya was fast, loud, and constantly moving, waves of people crossing from every direction at once. With our local guide, the chaos started to make sense. Stories, small details, and hidden viewpoints turned what looks like pure movement into something more human and surprisingly organized. We wandered through the nearby streets, away from the main crossing and back again, watching the city reset itself every few minutes. Red lights, green lights, and then motion all over again. It felt like seeing a completely different Tokyo on the same day. Less about tradition and quiet moments, more about energy, scale, and rhythm. a perfect counterpoint to the temple paths of the morning.
Japanese person, oh, do you have a couple bars you could recommend me? They'll give you like one in like a couple different cities and that's it. They won't give you like multiple ones in one city. So in this area, a lot of the stores are so small that they'll maybe sit like 5 to 6 people in each one. So you get a really nice kind of local experience, fun conversation with them, but please make sure that you are using all respect towards them when you are going in. But you are always in. Road is called Center Guy, and so this is essentially the center road that funnels in straight from the station down the way. But this area does have a lot of shopping, a lot of games and stuff. So right over there at the Seapla, you have a lot of the capsule toys. There they have over 3,000 different machines of capsule toys.